This is your ultimate guide to becoming the baddest, most dangerous version of yourself before the new year even begins. If you're like me and winter is your least favorite season, I have perfected the best physical and mental glow-up tips that are realistic and actually achievable, even if you're a lazy girl like me. Even though winter can suck, think of it as your lock-in era. This is the time we let go of the things that aren't serving us anymore and we make room for the habits that are actually aligned with our goals. So while everyone else is hibernating and wasting time during the holidays, you're already 10 steps ahead. This is how you're going to make the most of your winter arc and step into 2026 refocused, recharged, and ready to have the best year of your life. Let's be honest, winter can be really fucking depressing. Like, the sun is gone by 4 p.m., it's freezing, and everyone's stuck inside. Like, seasonal depression is a very real thing, and I struggle with it a lot. So it is going to be very important that we expose ourselves to as much sunlight as possible, especially in the morning. Studies have shown that being in natural light improves mental health and decreases your risk of developing depression, which is not to be taken lightly. Sunlight also strengthens your immune system, increases serotonin, and helps to regulate your circadian rhythm, which helps with sleep quality. So with all that in mind, to really maximize the number of hours we have sunlight during the winter, I want you to open your blinds as soon as you wake up and leave them open until you go to sleep. This will help you stay more focused and calm while you're working, and you will just be in a better mood overall. It is such a small habit that we tend to overlook, but getting sunlight makes a huge difference for your mental and physical health. I am also a big believer in going outside even if it's cold. Going out at least a couple times a week to run errands or do an activity is such a great way to shake up your routine. And it builds mental endurance when you just leave your house. My boyfriend and I are notorious for this. Like, we will go on super long walks even in 30 degrees. I mean, you just bundle up and it's fine. It honestly feels really good, and it's such a nice way to get fresh air after being stuck indoors all day. Girlies, I need to tell you something and you might not like it, but a lot of your skin problems comes from you not knowing how to take care of it. There, I said it. I don't think you guys understand the power of your skin barrier. Your skin basically has a natural shield that protects you from pollution, bacteria, and other environmental factors. And when you use too many products or excessively exfoliate or don't properly hydrate your skin, this will cause your skin barrier to weaken. And you become even more prone to acne, premature aging, or skin diseases. Winter is the worst time of the year for dry skin girlies, so we have to make sure we properly hydrate our skin. You guys know I love my Korean skincare, okay? We just do it the best. And the it girl of Korean beauty right now is APLB. Their philosophy, less is more, promotes a minimalist approach to skincare that combines carefully selected natural ingredients with advanced technology. And one of the biggest reasons I love this brand is because of their super gentle formulas. All of their products deliver effective results without irritating the skin. And their glutathione niacinamide line is going extremely viral right now for that reason. I like to start with the ampule serum. My skin drinks this stuff up, and I can literally feel it hydrating my skin from the inside out. The niacinamide in this also helps brighten your complexion and reduces the look of fine lines and wrinkles. After that, I follow it up with their facial cream. This is like the most important step in my skincare routine during the winter. And unlike other moisturizers, this is super lightweight and it absorbs really fast. It gives me that immediate and long-lasting hydration all day. And Koreans are very into their sun care, so they even have a glutathione niacinamide SPF 50+. This is a sunscreen that feels exactly like skincare. It is super moisturizing and doesn't leave a white cast. Now at night, I like to use their sheet masks for an extra hydration boost. Unlike a lot of other masks, this one sticks really well to the face and does not slip off. I like to put it on while I'm winding down for the night, and it makes my skin barrier look so plump and hydrated. And then finally, I go in with their body lotion. As a certified eczema girly, this is a must before I sleep. My skin gets so dry, it's not even funny. But this lotion is probably one of the best I've ever used. It is incredibly moisturizing and soothing on the skin, and it is not sticky. These products contain their Centella 3X complex, so it is perfect for sensitive skin and works wonders to soothe and calm irritation. And all APLB products are fragrance-free and use EWG green-rated ingredients that are made with a skin-friendly low pH. I highly recommend checking out APLB to give your skin the ultimate hydration boost this winter. You can explore their products using the link in the description, and make sure you use my code GLOWALLISON for 15% off all orders, but only for the next 72 hours after this video has been posted. So run, don't walk, because this is such a good deal for Black Friday. Okay, let's talk food. I know, weird subject change, but your girl loves to eat, and the holidays are like my Super Bowl. But I want to be very clear. If you want to glow up by next year, you can't be stuffing your face with cookies and pie and expect to feel good. And your glow up starts from the inside. I mentioned in my last video the importance of eating warm foods, especially in the wintertime. We want to fuel our internal fire and energy, not dampen it out with cold salads and smoothies. So eating seasonally is one of the best things you can do for your health and energy. And it's going to make your physical glow up a lot simpler. Eating seasonally basically just means eating produce that's currently in season. This is better for your body because seasonal food is at its peak nutritional value and contains more vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. It's also just better for the environment because it reduces your carbon footprint. Now, with all that being said, you're probably wondering, what should you be eating during the winter? Of course, this depends on where you live in the world, but in North America where I live, I want you to think cozy, grounding foods. I'm talking soups, stews, roasted root vegetables like carrots, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, spices like ginger and cinnamon, fruits like apple, pear, and citrus. Obviously, I can't name them all, but you can literally look up a seasonal produce guide on Google and it'll tell you everything that's in season. Not only is this going to help with your digestion and health, but it's also just a nice switch up. I love changing up my food and trying new recipes. And being able to make unique seasonal meals just helps me romanticize the winter. So instead of resisting life, I'm flowing with it. All right, babes, let's get down and dirty and talk finances. The holiday season is a big shopping time. You gotta buy gifts for all your family and friends, even for people you barely even know because they might get mad at you if you don't. Brands are dropping new launches and a ton of stuff is going on sale. So let's not pretend we're gonna be super frugal this season and not spend a dime. We need to be realistic with our expectations and of course allow ourselves to enjoy the holidays, even if that means spending a little extra cash. But going into the new year, we need to reel it back and actually review our finances. I know, super scary. But if you choose to stay unaware of what's really going on in your bank account, you are setting yourself up for failure. And you're gonna be super stressed going into the new year because you can't make rent. So let's be smart about this and actually decide now what our financial goals are going to be. Maybe you wanna save a bigger portion of your salary. Maybe you wanna try investing. To really do this though, you have to actually go into your bank account and look through your expenses. I'm not asking you to write down every single transaction you made, but see what are the most frequent or biggest purchases you're making and if there's room to improve. I did this recently and I was shocked at how much I was actually spending. I was like, okay, time to put the credit card down and lock the fuck in. So after going through your expenses and roughly how much you made this year, I want you to pick one financial goal for Q1 and write it down. And please, please be specific. If your goals are super generic or unclear, you're gonna feel really unclear accomplishing them. The other thing I want you to do is to create your dream income goal for next year. Not how much you're currently making, but how much you want to make. I'm challenging you to be aspirational. We are so conditioned to thinking small, it's destroying our dreams and our mindset. I want you to think outside the box and write down a number that feels a bit too out of your league. Obviously, don't make it unrealistic like $1 billion, but something you could achieve if you worked really hard. When I first started making financial goals, it felt really weird because I had no perception of income. I was like, how much should I be making? So use the internet and realistically create a goal that's based on your current job and financial situation. Then write it down on the same piece of paper you have your other goals. What I'm trying to get you to understand is that you deserve to make tons of fucking money. You deserve to be wealthy and happy. And by you not having any financial goals, you are literally pushing money away. So to recap, I want you to write down what your Q1 financial goal is. And then I want you to write down what your entire 2026 income goal is, how much money you want to make. And if you're down bad and you want to share it with me, drop them in the comments and I will be reading every single one of them to hold you accountable. Like I keep saying, I personally do not like winter. I live in Chicago and every single year we get hit hard. Like nobody knows winter like Chicagoans, okay? We make it our entire personality. So the best way I get through every single winter and how I'm able to romanticize it is by creating daily rituals. This is the season where I adjust all my normal routines so that it's actually enjoyable for me and I'm not hating my life every second. One of the rituals I like to incorporate is a hot beverage. I will make myself a warm drink at least once a day, usually more. I'll do matcha lattes, hot chocolate, tea, bone broth. I know it sounds stupid, but I literally look forward to it every day. I'll usually sip it while I'm doing work and it just makes me feel all cozy. And it actually makes me want to be productive because I associate my work with my fun little drinks. Another ritual I love is baking once a week. Again, fall and winter give us the perfect opportunity to stuff our faces with yummy food. And baking is very therapeutic for me. I also currently live at home, so I love to make treats for my family and I eat that shit up in a couple days. But to maintain a healthy lifestyle, I like to make healthy versions of desserts. So I'll replace the sugar with maple syrup or stevia. And I'm sensitive to gluten, so instead of regular wheat flour, I'll use a gluten-free flour. For me, baking is just really fun, and it allows me to be creative and de-stress, especially after a long week. So find your own cozy daily ritual and incorporate it into your routine. You can stack it on top of another habit and make it fun for yourself. I promise this will make winter so much more enjoyable. Remember, this season, we are not just gonna be in survival mode. Instead, I'm gonna challenge you to thrive. Yes, I said thrive. This is the best time to quietly rebuild yourself and level up. It's about locking in, recharging, and setting yourself up to become that girl by 2026. So while everyone's being lazy and waiting for New Year's motivation, the real ones are getting ahead when no one's watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and subscribe because I post these videos weekly. And if you want an accountability group with me and other like-minded women, then join my community, It Girl Academy. I'm active in there every day, and it's just a great way to connect with other girls and stay consistent with your habits. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.